Hello, all my story friends from around the world. Happy Valentine's Day. And today is the beginning of a new week again. I'm very happy to see every one of you in today, the Love Day in the world. So today we are very lucky to have Monk Daniel as our teaching monk. So let's putting our palm together to welcome Monk Daniel together. Okay, let us pay respect to Monk Daniel by bow 3 times. Let's bow. Second bow and third bow. I'd like to invite Monk Daniel to begin the sessions today.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone. Happy Valentine's Day. Today is a new Monday, but coincidentally, it's on Valentine's Day as well. I'm very happy to be here. We have a meditation date together tonight, or morning for some of us. So hopefully, it's actually a good topic to talk about today. My master, Lompa Machio, he always says that the best way to love yourself is by meditation. So another thing is that something we need to learn about is if you give yourself time to look after yourself and to love yourself, it's going to make your life a lot easier and in balance. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about how can you love yourself and what is universal love, or what is love in other sense, that actually the Lord Buddha or the Buddha talked about four cornerstones to success, four cornerstones to success. And the first one is to have passion or have love. So I'll go over it today, and you can also apply it to meditation. You can also apply it to anything in your life. So first, before we start, I have I have a flower for everyone, flowers for everyone to celebrate Valentine's Day. But there's a good story about flowers that I heard about from a passage before, and I wanted to share it with everyone. I think I've talked about it before, but what is the difference between liking something and loving something, right? So if you talk about flower, if you like a flower, you just pick it up, you examine it, and then eventually you throw it away. You don't keep it forever if you just like it. You just pick it up, examine it, keep it for a little bit, and then eventually let it go. But if you love something, if you love the flower, you take care of it, you water it, you nurture it, and you cherish it. You try to look after it consistently. So there's a difference between liking and loving something, right? So the same thing is true in meditation or anything in your life. The first step for you to succeed in that, like succeed with that topic or that thing, to progress in it, to make it better, you need to have passion, or you have to have love for it. So the Buddha would say that the four cornerstones of success, the first one is to have passion. To ask yourself, is your heart in it, right? Is your heart in whatever you're doing, or whatever you're putting your mind into, whatever you are truly care about? Is your heart in it? Do you have the passion for it? You know, some people say, like, for your job, if you really love your job, it's not a job anymore. It's your passion. It's something you love to do. It's not about the money. So the first thing is having passion. And Lompa would say this is the most important thing for someone to really be successful in meditation is, do you have the love for meditation, or do you have the passion for it? Meaning that, do you just like it, or do you love it? And maybe in the beginning you may not love it right away, but if you start to put your commitment first, commit to it, and have the passion to keep meditating every day, of course you're going to get better at it. And the next step is, starting from passion, is the next step is to have perseverance. So meaning that you do something consistently. No matter the obstacle, no matter the hard times, no matter how sick you are, no matter how many obstacles there are, you persevere, you keep going to get your goal. Just like in the picture, like it can, even though it's very dry, it's not very hospitable, but the plant can grow and keep growing. It doesn't give up. So even the plant can do it, we can do it. We're human. We have the willpower. We have way better chance than a plant. So we can definitely keep growing and persevere. The third one for success, cornerstone to success, is focus. So once you have passion for something, love for something, you're gonna persevere no matter the obstacle, no matter difficulty. As you can say that if you have passion for something or love something, you're gonna automatically persevere, because like I've said before, we don't have time to do everything we want to do in our life. Everyone only has 24 hours and time goes by really quickly. Like right now, it's already half of the month. We're already going into the second month of the new year, almost into the third. So time flies by really quickly. But the thing is, we never have enough time to do everything, but we always have time for the things we love. So no matter what the obstacle, no matter how sick we are, no matter how, whatever it is, we have no excuse if we love something. We're always there to do it or look after it or whatever it may be, right? You can think of your parents, you can think of your loved ones. They always have time for you, no matter how sick they may be, tired they may be. They're always going to make time for you, because why? They love you. So if you love something or someone, you're going to persevere no matter what to make that thing better. So once you have passion, perseverance, the third thing is automatic. You're going to have focus. No matter what's going on in your life, you're going to focus on that thing more than others, because you have passion for it. You're persevering with it. So you automatically you're going to have focus for that thing. You're going to want to look after, cherish, put effort into it. Automatically, you have focus. And the last thing is review, meaning that you take the time to look at the weak points, look at yourself, review yourself, whatever activity you're doing that you love, that you have passion for. Obviously, you want to improve, right? Make it better, make it the best it can be. So you need to review yourself. What is the thing that's not as beneficial, or what is the weak point in whatever you're doing, and how can you improve on it? So especially in meditation, this one's really important to see, like, okay, right now I keep falling asleep when I meditate, or I keep having a wandering mind when I meditate. So how can I improve? How can I get over it? So these three cornerstones of success is what the Lord Buddha actually gave in a sermon before, as these four things, is to have passion, perseverance, focus, and review. If you can do these four things with whatever it is, you're going to succeed. You're going to have success in whatever you do. Not only a success, but also you're going to be happy with what you're doing. But the first thing and the most important thing is to have passion first, to have love for something, whatever it may be. So I'm glad that everyone here today, you have love for meditation, right? Otherwise, you probably wouldn't be here. So I'm glad that you have the first step down, passion. You have love for meditation. So this is going to make you have better and better meditation automatically. So one thing I wanted us to review is that we have to give time to ourselves and to balance our life. We have to learn to divide our love, right? Right now we have love. It's a bad heart. So some people, they put their heart all into, let's say, relationship. They don't balance enough. So you only have 100%, right? So you put 100% into this. And what happens is you don't take care of your mind, you don't take care of your body, you don't take care of your livelihood. So what should we do? If you could pick out of these 4 things, what should you focus on first? I'll give you a hint. It's on the top. So if we look after our mind first and our body, these are very important. They're connected. But especially your mind, if you focus on making sure that your mind is in balance and your mind is clear, your mind is positive, the rest of these things in our life, they're gonna automatically fall into balance and also be good, be positive. So a lot of people, they don't look after their mind, and they focus on their career, they focus on their health. And what happens is we suffer in balancing between everything, right? Some people, they spend their whole time looking after 2 of the things, or 3 of the things, or just 1 of the things on this cycle. So this imbalance makes us have problems in our life. So I just want to remind us that if you want your social relationships, your body to be healthy, your livelihood to be healthy, your relationships to be healthy, it all starts from the mind first. If you talk about in Buddhist philosophy, the Eightfold Path, right? The first one is to have right mindset or right view, and that starts from your mind. So this is so important to remind yourself and to keep yourself in balance. And if you notice, a lot of times when I lead meditation, I say it pretty often, is if your mind is in the right place, the rest of your life is going to fall into place. What I mean by that is if your mind is clear and positive, your mind is at the center of the body, connected to the point of peace inside, you're going to have the energy, you're going to have the passion, you're going to have the love to look after everything else in your life. Whether it's relationship, whether it's your physical health, your career, your livelihood, we need to make sure that our mind is in the right place, our mind is charged, and we take the time to love ourselves, take care of ourselves. So tonight, we're going to take care of ourselves, what we call, self-care. It's a lot different than being selfish. Some people will say, okay, I need to have self-care means me first. It doesn't mean me first, right? Selfish means me first. But self-care means me too. A lot of times, if you go back to this, we focus too much on relationships, focus on livelihood, and we forget to look after ourselves. So we have to remind ourselves that, okay, if you want to be a better lover, or you want to be successful in your career or successful in your relationships, the first thing is you also have to have time to take care of yourself. Have self-care for yourself to make sure that your mind is positive, that your mind is clear. And it's interesting because my master also said, if you don't love yourself, how can you love others truly, right? So if you have to find that inner love inside, you have to find that inner peace inside. It's like you are a glass that is full now, and you can pour and share your positivity, share your love to others truly. So we should start from ourselves first. Make sure that we take care of our mind, take care of ourselves first, so we can be a better person for the people we love and for the things that we love. So that's something that we kind of lose track of sometimes in life, and I just wanted to help remind you that please take time to take care of yourself. It's not being selfish. It's just making yourself a better version of yourself for not only for you, but also for the people around you. My master would say, sorry. So that's just a little concept that I wanted to remind ourselves, and you should be proud of yourselves. I'm sure everyone here that's joining is because you want to look after your mental health and look after and love yourself. So thank you for joining, and continue to look after yourself. Make sure that your mind is in the right place. If your mind's in the right place, then the rest of your life is going to fall into place. That's just something I wanted to remind everyone about tonight before we meditate. So let's take the time to meditate together before we continue after. So like always, please take your time to adjust. Make sure that you are ready for the meditation. So once we are ready, we can take the time to adjust the body. There's no need to rush into the meditation. Take your time. Go at your own pace. Right now, it's a time for us to reconnect with our inner peace, inner happiness. So let's start by simply closing our eyes, naturally, gently, as if we're about to go to sleep, because we're about to truly rest our mind, truly rest our body together at the same time. But we need to treat every meditation like it's our first time, being innocent, like a child, not overthinking, overanalyzing. So let's take the time to make sure that the first steps we take in our meditation are in the right direction. Because how we start a meditation is the foundation of a smooth and easy session. So once we've closed our eyes relaxingly, naturally, we need to take the time to make sure that our body is relaxed, that our body is comfortable. Relaxing and releasing every single muscle from our face all the way down to our toes. Making sure everything is loose, free from any tension, any tightness. relaxing the muscles around our eyes, our face, our eyebrows, making sure our shoulders are dropped and relaxed, all the way down our arms and fingertips, placing our hands however we like, as long as we feel comfortable, feel relaxed. Making sure our legs and feet are relaxed as well. Once our body feels relaxed and free from any tension or stress, our mind will begin to follow automatically, naturally, because the body and the mind are connected. And the key to still our mind begins from relaxing the body and continuing to relax our mind. A mind that is relaxed will gradually and naturally become still. All we need to do is give it time and help our mind to relax, to be comfortable. The way to do that is to simply learn to let go. Let it be. That begins by putting everything aside, putting our thoughts, our responsibilities, our commitments, putting everything aside for this period of time. We have so much love to give. But right now, it's time to give some of that love to yourself. This is a time for you to become a better version of yourself. A better you means a better world. We need to take the time to make sure that our mind is clear and positive. And that begins from the moment we start to relax. Both our body and our mind together. Right now, we can use whatever method that we find easiest, that we find is the easiest for us to use. Whether it's to visualize an image, the full moon, a rose, a star, the sun. You can imagine whatever image you like, as long as it helps us to stay conscious and calm. We can imagine it however we like and wherever we like. Inside of us, in front of us. Not worrying about the clarity, but simply allowing it to help us to feel comfortable, to help us keep our awareness. Or some of us may find it easier to just simply repeat the mantra in our mind, repeating softly and gently, like a song playing on repeat. Calling your mind back home inside. Soothing, relaxing. You can use the mantra Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang. Or you can repeat in your mind, clear and bright, clear and bright. Eventually, whether we use the mantra or the visualization, the last way is just to simply to relax and observe gently the feeling of relaxation, allowing it to be our guide that takes us inside deeper and deeper. Actually, whether we use the mantra or visualization, we will all get to a point where you feel for yourself, where you don't want to do anything. You don't want to visualize. You don't want to use the mantra anymore. At that point, follow your feeling. Trust in yourself. When we meditate correctly, all we need to do is to follow our feeling. Our feeling will be our eyes that allow us to see, allow us to travel inside. As long as we feel relaxed, feel comfortable of both body and mind, the process of the meditation is already increasing. Is already happening. Every second that passes by, where we feel conscious and calm together, where we feel mindful of our relaxation, our mind is becoming more clear, more soft, more positive. These feelings are the foundation as long as we feel relaxed and calm, content. This is the foundation that will receive automatically the inner happiness and all the inner experiences within. As long as we have a strong foundation of relaxation, of comfort, of contentment, before you know it, from that small contentment, it will ignite the inner happiness like a small star of brightness inside that we can feel from within, shining in the darkness, shining within us. Because in our life, when it's dark, we can either search for the light or we can become that light. The darkness in our mind will automatically begin to disappear as we just stay relaxed, stay comfortable. Our mind will begin to be more positive, more bright. And the inner happiness, the inner brightness within us will come automatically. Shining from within and expanding out, becoming a smile on our face. But for now, let's just continue to meditate together in silence. Take a moment to softly check. Do we still feel relaxed? Feel comfortable? If so, no matter what we see, no matter what we experience, as long as we feel comfortable, we feel relaxed, and that we are aware of how we feel, that means we're on the right path. That means we're meditating correctly. Some of us may feel or begin to see, but remember, the key to success is already in your hands. You have everything you need to succeed already. As long as you feel relaxed, comfortable, content, these feelings are the key to open the door to the inner happiness inside. We don't need to go looking or searching. Just simply maintain these feelings naturally. Allowing them to grow, to expand, covering us in happiness, in brightness. But at any moment along the way, if you feel like this balance is gone, feel free to adjust, to reset as many times as you need. Remember, the key is to be relaxed, to be comfortable. So it's okay to adjust. If physically or mentally we feel uncomfortable, please allow yourself to adjust. But for those of us who still feel relaxed, feel comfortable, continue to follow that feeling, placing your mind wherever or however you like, as long as we feel more and more relaxed, more and more comfortable, as our body begins to melt away. Allow the relaxation to embrace and cover us. Now that we took the time to look after ourselves, to love ourselves, making sure that our mind is more calm, more positive. Now that our mind is filled with contentment, filled with happiness, peacefulness. We spent the time to love ourselves so we can become a better version of ourselves for not only ourselves, but also for the people that we care and love for. So now that our mind is in the right place, where it's more calm, more positive, let's take a moment to spread our love, our positivity, just like we would smile and send our good feelings we may not have the power to change the world right away, but we have the power to change ourselves. And by sharing our love and positivity, we can help to change the people around us as they feel the positivity from us and they see it. But right now, it's time for us to share our good wishes, to share our love to the people that we care the most. Whether it's your family, your loved ones, we can simply imagine their face or their name, whatever is easiest for you. Now that our mind is clear and bright, calm and relaxed, whatever we wish for, whether it's for ourselves, for our loved ones, it will become easier and quicker. Our wishes will become reality. Because what you think what your mind is positive, you will attract positive things into your life and into the lives of your loved ones. So let's take the time to wish for them to be healthy, to be happy, to be free from any sickness, or to recover quickly. May they be protected from any dangers. And most importantly, may they also have the chance to meditate, to look after their mind, and have the opportunity to find their own inner peace, their own inner happiness, And we may continue to wish for ourselves and for anyone else. And once you finish wishing, you may continue to just simply relax and allow our positivity to grow and to continue to shine from within for a moment. Sapphe Buddha Palapata Pache Kanang Jayang Palang Arahantanante Sherakhang Bandhami Sapaso Sappaputta Nupavena Sappathamma Nupavena Sappasangha Nupavena Sata Soti Pawantu Te. By the power, the positivity generated in this meditation, and by all the positive things we have done in our life, bless our life with success, with happiness, and good fortune. When we feel ready, we may slowly and gently open our eyes. Okay, welcome back. Hopefully everyone feels a little bit more calm, more relaxed, had a moment of peace. Before we continue, if everyone could take a moment to take a inner peace photo together and share your love and kindness through your smile to everyone, especially on today, right? Valentine's Day. So let's take a moment to share our love to each other, everyone here in Zoom, with our smile.
Anyone would like to join us for the photo sessions? You may open your camera now. And smile, everyone. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Thank you, everyone, for sharing your smile. So if anyone has any questions or want to share your experience just a moment ago, or any comments, please feel free to type in the chat. So as we wait, just wanted to go over. Do you remember the 4 things? What are the 4 cornerstones to success in your life and also in meditation? Anyone remember? The first one is connected to today, right? Love, or having passion. So, one second. The first thing to have success, right, in meditation and in life is to have passion for it, or love. All right, the next one is, anyone remember? Perseverance. Thank you, Angelica. The third one, focus. Thank you. And the last one, review, right? So we have these 4 things. The first one, everyone I think has this one now, right? This is the most important one. The rest will follow automatically as long as we keep our passion and love for meditation. The rest is gonna follow automatically, and your path to success is gonna happen automatically in meditation. I think I said before, but the hardest thing to meditation is actually just being committed to it, staying committed to it. Just like in a relationship or anything in life, if you want it to be successful, you have to have commitment. And if you're committed to it and we practice the right method, right? We're gonna get to our goal for sure. The right method is the easiest part of it, is just to be conscious and to be calm. Or to put it simply, to be relaxed. Sorry, I didn't see. The right method. To be relaxed. This is both body, mind. So the more we stay committed, the more we're going to understand the right method. I think we talked about it before, right? From Lumpy Jackie and from myself. Meditation is 1 + 1 = 2. Remember? What's the first one stand for? And we have some old people and some new people, right? Then the first one is what? Right method. The second one is repetition, or to repeat. And 2 means the experience, or we say inner experience, right? So as long as we have these 2 things, we're going to get 2 automatically, right? Can you see? Sorry. 2 is going to happen automatically as long as we have the right method and we repeat. But a lot of times we don't like to do 1 + 1 = 2. We like to do 2 + 1, or sometimes 3 + 1. So if you do it that way, you're not going to get the experience. You're not going to get that happiness. You're not going to get the inner experience. So always refer to, are we doing it right? Again, the right method is what? To be relaxed, to be conscious and calm together. So anytime during a meditation where you don't feel this way, please take the time to adjust. For those of you who are new, or even for those of us who have been practicing a long time, myself included, we forget. We go back to our old habits, because everything in life, we are taught that we need to use our effort. We need to use our strength. We need to focus harder, try harder to achieve something. But in meditation, it's the opposite. We need to let go more. We need to relax more. We need to stop more, stop trying more, if that makes sense. So the more we relax, the more we let go, the more right we're practicing. So as long as you feel those, if you feel positive in those ways, you feel calm, you feel relaxed, even though you may not, maybe you just feel neutral. You don't feel super relaxed, you don't feel super happy. But as long as you feel neutral, you're on the right path. But at any moment during your meditation where you feel uncomfortable, feel tense, it starts to feel hard. It starts to feel narrow, like this. I don't know how else to explain it. Where like the walls are closing in. Okay, in that case, just open your eyes, start over. Because when you meditate, we should feel more relaxed, we should feel more calm, we should feel more easy, almost like you don't need to do anything at all. So the word try in meditation, we don't really need to use. So we only use try in the beginning a little bit. As I explained, the last session is we need to understand the balance between doing something and doing nothing in meditation. So in the beginning, we try a little bit until we get to the point of where we feel relaxed. Once we get to the point where we feel relaxed, we don't need to try anymore. We just let go and do nothing. Stay with that relaxation, however long or however short it lasts. Everyone in the beginning, it may last a short time, but it's no problem. When that relaxation disappears, we go back to using whatever method we used to get to that point. Whether it was, some of us use the mantra, some of us use visualization. So just go back to using what method got you to the point of relaxation. So for all of us today, try to remember and try to focus on what was the method that got you to that feeling of clarity, that feeling of relaxation, that feeling of calm. And we need to repeat it to understand, to get to that point of relaxation again. And the more often we get to that point of relaxation again, it's going to get longer and longer and longer automatically. So for any of you who have that question in mind, is how can I keep this great feeling, this relaxation for longer and longer? The only key, or the only answer, is to repeat it, to repeat your method to get to that result again. So I recommend you 100% to keep a meditation journal, record and review what you did today that got you to that point. Keep it, write it down. Because if you don't write it down, we tend to forget. We forget our method, and we go back to our old habits of trying, of looking for the right method when actually we had the right method this session, but we forgot to write it down or we forgot to review it. So please keep a journal. That's one tip I would like to remind you. I think some of us already started one, but for those of you who haven't, or today's your first day, please start a journal. Record yourself, and you're gonna improve really quickly, because the people who meditate well are people who understand themselves well and adjust and learn what makes them relax, what makes them comfortable. Not just what you do, like what everything you do that come to prepare yourself for meditation. You know, some people like to take a shower before they come. Some people like to stretch before they come. All the little things matter, and they add up to make the big things happen. And the only way you're gonna realize the little things is recording them, trying to observe yourself more. And sometimes it's easier to put that on paper and record it. So I would recommend you, for those of you who are just starting out, or even those of us who have been meditating a long time, please write a journal. Anyway, so I think we have some questions and comments that we have in the chat. From Tan. I felt happy and visualized myself sitting in meditation, but with the crystal body inside and outside. It's a little hard to explain. As I saw through my total body from somewhere, that's my first experience. I felt so happy so much when expanded the merit. It's like crystal ray covering others. Very good, Tan. I like that. You can be creative with what you visualize. Like in your case, you visualize yourself sitting in meditation. You can visualize yourself to be crystal as well. This is something that my master Lumpal also recommends sometimes, and anyone here can also give it a try, is you can imagine yourself just being hollow, being just like a empty crystal person. I know it may be hard for some of us, but you can give it a try and see how it is. And you can be really creative with what you imagine. It doesn't really necessarily need to be a certain object, as long as you visualize that object and it helps you to be relaxed. So it depends on what you... And in the beginning, for myself, and I'm sure many of us here feel the same way, is visualizing in the beginning may feel hard to do if you focus on clarity. Meaning, it's not the same as when we see something with our eyes, right? If you imagine... This is just extra, okay. If you imagine like this bottle, if you see it with your eyes, we see it clearly. But when we close our eyes to imagine it, of course, it's not going to be as clear as with our eyes open. That's fine. Don't try to increase the clarity. No matter how clear you see it, keep it that way, and eventually your inner eye is going to adjust automatically. Same thing as with your eyes in your life. When you're walking outside in the sun, it's really bright out, and all of a sudden you walk into like a movie theater. It takes a moment for your eyes to adjust, right, to the darkness. Our meditation is the same. When you visualize in the beginning, it takes a little bit of time for our inner eyes, not our eyes, but our inner eye to adjust. So how we adjust is just to relax and allow it to change and adjust automatically, naturally. We can't rush it, but we can just sit and be patient, and it's going to adjust automatically. And obviously for Tan, you visualized correctly, because it brought you to that point of where you feel so really happy. And you felt even more happy when you expanded, because when we share our positivity, we're going to benefit. It's like we're a candle that's lighting more candles. Let's say we're one candle, we're very bright, right? And we're walking on a dark path. If we're the only one bright, how is our path is lit a certain amount, right? But if we're walking along that path and we light candles along the path, that dark path is going to get brighter and brighter and brighter, right? So that's the same thing in when we spread love and kindness, or when we spread positivity. In Buddhism, we also believe that by sharing love and kindness, we get more positivity back in return. And that's something you may try to experiment with yourself as well. And you may notice with yourself, right? The more you spread, the more you're going to get back. The more you give, the more you're going to get back. So it's not losing, it's actually gaining when you give. And that's giving not just physically, but also spiritually. So that's something that we can talk about. So that's why you feel that crystal ray covering others. It's very good. Thank you for sharing, Tan. And please continue to use this method if it works for you. We have Makabusha Day on the 16th. Can you explain what that day is about? Okay. So for those of us who are going to join on the 16th, Makabusha Day is a very special Buddhist holiday. And we will be lighting a candle lighting ceremony. So please, for those of us who are interested, I recommend you to come and join, because it's a very auspicious day and also a positive day. It's also the full moon day, which, whether or not it's a day where the full moon day is a day where it's full of positivity, full of peacefulness, full of positive energy. If you think of it, it's the brightest night of the month. So that can symbolize our mind as well, that when your mind is clear and bright, you can overcome any darkness. Even though you're surrounded in darkness, you can still shine. So the full moon day is, whether it's Makabusha Day or it's any full moon during the month, it's also a very good day to meditate. So Makabusha Day is actually one of the probably the second most important Buddhist ceremony in the year, because it's there's many, I don't know how to explain without going into detail, but it's a very auspicious day, and I would recommend us to come and meditate on that day if you can. It's basically the day where 1,250 disciples, or arahats, or monks who attain arahatship, they came to have a meeting with the Buddha on that day. So it's a very auspicious and memorable day that we can come and connect to that energy. Let's go back to the other questions. From Alex, thank you, Monk Daniel, for the lovely session today. Have been keeping my mindfulness during the morning and felt calm and relaxed. Then became gradually more content and started to feel deeper stillness, like detaching from outside and being more neutral. It was refreshing to the mind and gaining clarity. Towards the end, I had a vision of our family meditating together in the garden around our stupa. Wish this can come true often. Very good. I like that you trying to maintain being calm and relaxed throughout the day as well. So that's another thing that we can try for those of us who are just starting with meditation, or even for those of us who want to progress deeper, is not only meditating now, meaning in these big sessions, but trying to have mindful moments throughout the day, and try to, like in our meditation, we like to observe ourselves to be mindful and relaxed, right? When you're meditating, that's all you need to do. Observe yourself. Observe the feeling. Do we feel mindful and relaxed together? If not, we need to adjust, right? The same thing we can practice in our life. Throughout the day, check yourself for a moment, briefly. Do I feel calm? Do I feel relaxed right now? Am I mindful right now? Am I in the present moment right now? Or am I eating and my mind is thinking about something else? Or I'm working, but my mind's not with my work. My mind is somewhere else. So we can, in meditation, when we feel off balance, sometimes the best way to reset is to open your eyes and readjust and come back to being, and when you're ready, close your eyes again. On the outside, we can try practicing, instead of opening your eyes to adjust, we close our eyes. So whenever you don't feel relaxed, whenever you don't feel mindful, take a moment to close your eyes and reconnect to your relaxation inside now that you know how to meditate. So the easiest way is, let's say you feel stressed, you don't feel comfortable when you're working, when you're doing something. Okay, take a breather. Take a moment to close your eyes, take a deep breath, and just breathe in and out deeply and relax. Center yourself for a minute, 2 minutes, until you feel comfortable again, you feel relaxed again. And then you can open your eyes and continue to do whatever it is. So try to practice this throughout the day, more and more. And it's going to help you to be relaxed and mindful throughout the day as well. And also, when you come to meditate, you're going to realize it's going to be really easy and quick to still your mind. My master would say meditation is like a tree. You need to water it throughout the day and throughout the whole time, right? You don't just water it once every month or once every day. You need to meditate. The more often you water it, the more often you have to look after it. Just like I talked about in the beginning, right? A flower. You have to ask yourself, do you love meditation or do you like meditation? If you love it, you're going to look after it. You're going to look after your mind. You're going to look after how you're feeling more. But if you like it, maybe you'll only meditate when it's convenient or when you feel free and you don't have anything else to do. But if you love something, it's not about convenience. It's not about if you are free, but you make time for it. So try to make meditation one of the things that you love. Not the only thing you love, but one of the things that you love. And if you make it one of the things you love, you're going to make time for it all the time. So, and for Alex saying that you want everyone in your family to come and meditate together as a wish, it will come true. I'm sure of it. As long as you keep your meditation practice and you keep your positivity, your family will see that. And they will want to know why you are positive and why you are happy. Why are you smiling? Why are you always bright? And why is your complexion brighter? Why, they're gonna see it on the outside. It's because it's coming from inside. When you're peaceful on the inside and your mind is in the right place, it's gonna shine onto your face. It's gonna shine out. And people are going to feel that positivity automatically, and they want to be around you. They want to get close to you. They want to listen to you. So that's why I explained earlier in this session that you need to look after your mind, and everything else in your life is going to come true and be more positive automatically if you look after your mind. So thank you for sharing, Alex. See if there's any more questions before we're out of time. Today my sleepiness was stronger than my mind. It's okay. Sometimes it happens to the best of us, myself included, and don't be frustrated or hard on yourself if you felt sleepy today. That's okay. At least you got a good rest physically and mentally, and once you feel that you wake up again, just continue your meditation again. It's okay. Sometimes the sleepiness can overcome us in our meditation, but as long as we can reset when we have mindfulness again, that's okay, and then continue to meditate again. From V, hi Monk Daniel, thanks for your guidance once again. It took me a while to feel calm. Metta was interesting. I saw circles of names of people I love and wish good fortune to. Interesting. How do you get to kickstart work once feeling so relaxed? It's midday here. Great question. Go right now, just go with your relaxation, and I mean, you don't need to rush into work if you don't need to, right? Just when you feel ready, then start your work. If not, if you have to start right away, it's okay. Don't worry about losing the relaxation because you know how to gain it back. So throughout your work today or whatever you're doing today, again, like I said earlier, is be more mindful of how you feel. And if any moment during your day when you're working where you feel stressed, you feel tired, instead of continuing, I recommend you to take a breather, take a break, take a mindful moment, and continue doing what you're working at. Sometimes if you work, we have to like change our mindset. If we work with being stressed and tired and our mind is cluttered, even though we continue to work, it doesn't mean we're going to get anything done. Maybe we won't work as efficiently as we want. So you're not wasting time to take a break for a minute, 5 minutes. If you take 5 minutes to calm yourself down, relax yourself, and continue to work after that, you're going to work more efficiently and work more positively too. And I'm sure the work that comes out of it is going to be better. So just give it a try, all right? And hopefully the workplace allows for it. So give it a try. If not, you don't have to close your eyes. You can also just use the mantra or visualize with your eyes open as well. Just to give a tip. Okay. Before we end today, I think we have time for about one more comment from Angelica. I was in a cosmos I want to believe. I didn't feel my body in the deep moment, and I was just floating in somewhere. Very good. Exactly. This is actually, many people can have this experience. I'm sure many of us here have had this experience before. And it's basically, you meditate correctly, and as you meditate correctly, your physical self is going to disappear. And inside of us, we all have this space of relaxation and calm and comfort. It's like our inner refuge that we can all escape to whenever we feel stressed or uncomfortable in the outside world. Now we should all know that we have this safe space, this inner refuge inside of us that we can go and access anytime, anywhere. Or if you can think of it as a vacation, you can take a vacation anytime. You don't need to go on the plane, you don't need to travel, you don't need to use any money. You just have to close your eyes and relax. And you're going to get to go to that space, floating somewhere. Don't worry where you are. You're in the right place. And just keep yourself, just stay relaxed, stay calm, and you're going to continue floating to a better place, a calmer place inside. So you did right. You were practicing correctly. Just keep going. Thank you for sharing, and hopefully you can try to maintain your meditation and practice, and you're going to be able to get to that place more often and more deeply. Thank you. Thank you, Angelica. From one last question, not on meditation. How do we know and feel we have deeply hurt a spiritual person? I think from one thing is when we hurt someone, I think deep down we know, right? We know. If we say something bad or mean, in order to say something negative, normally the first person to say or do something negative to anyone or anything, we're gonna feel the impact automatically, right? So if you say something mean to someone or you say something harsh to someone, you're gonna feel that effect automatically first. So that's why, I guess to answer your question indirectly, is that going back to our homework in that we've been talking about, if you practice to smile more, speak with endearing speech more, that's going to help our meditation and help our mind. Because every time you say something good, every time you physically do something to make others feel happy, you're going to benefit first. And the same thing is true when you do something negative. So how do you feel if you deeply hurt someone or a spiritual person? Is you're gonna feel down for yourself. So I think you need to check yourself. How do you feel? Are you feeling positive right now, or do you feel strange and you feel like you did something to them? If you did, the best thing you can do now is to ask for forgiveness if you can, and go ask them. So right now we are out of time. So thank you everyone for joining, and hopefully you have a wonderful rest of the week, and happy Valentine's Day. And thank you everyone for joining.
Thank you very much, Monk Daniel, for a wonderful day today. And thank you, every one of you, for joining us together. So let us pay respect to Monk Daniel by bow 3 times. Let's bow. Second bow. And third bow.
By the positivity from this meditation session and all the positivity you have done in your life and throughout your whole life, may all that positivity gather and cover you and protect you, guide you to be surrounded by positive people, positive environment, positive situations. May the positivity from us be able to overcome any darkness in our life, any obstacle in our life, and may we be protected from any dangers, any illness, be able to attain the inner peace easily and quickly, everyone, and be able to have good fortune in everything we do.
So, thank you very much, Monk Daniel, for blessing. And we'd like to invite every one of you to join us on coming Wednesday, the Maka Bucha Day events. And please bring more friends to join us together. Have a good day, everyone. Bye-bye.